The year 1918 saw the world gripped by fear. A new enemy emerged not on the battlefields of World War I, but in the very air we breathe. This enemy was the Spanish flu, a deadly influenza virus unlike any other. It swept across the globe in waves, leaving devastation in its wake. Millions perished, their lives cut short by this invisible foe. The world had never seen a pandemic like it. The 1918 influenza pandemic, often simply called the Spanish flu, was a global disaster. It infected an estimated 500 million people, which was about 1/3 of the world's population at the time. The death toll was staggering, with estimates ranging from 50 to 100 million lives lost. This pandemic stands as a stark reminder of the devastating power of infectious diseases. The exact origins of the 1918 influenza virus remain a mystery. Scientists and historians continue to debate its precise starting point. However, evidence suggests that the virus may have emerged in the United States, possibly in a military camp. The close quarters and frequent troop movements of wartime provided fertile ground for the virus to spread. The virus responsible for the 1918 pandemic was an influenza A virus of the H1N1 subtype. It was a novel strain, meaning that humans had little to no immunity to it. This lack of immunity contributed to the virus's rapid spread and high mortality rate. The ongoing First World War played a significant role in the global spread of the 1918 influenza. The movement of troops across continents and oceans provided the virus with ample opportunity to hitch a ride and infect new populations. Soldiers, weakened by the hardships of war, were particularly vulnerable to the disease. The virus traveled rapidly along shipping routes and rail lines, quickly reaching every corner of the globe. Within months of its initial emergence, the Spanish flu had become a full-blown pandemic, affecting both urban and rural areas. Section 4. Societies in Crisis. The impact of the 1918 pandemic. The 1918 influenza pandemic had a profound impact on societies worldwide. Hospitals and healthcare systems were quickly overwhelmed by the sheer number of sick and dying. Doctors and nurses worked tirelessly, often without adequate supplies or rest. Mass graves became a grim necessity as morgues overflowed. Public life ground to a halt as businesses closed, schools shut down, and public gatherings were banned. Fear and anxiety were widespread as people struggled to protect themselves and their loved ones from the invisible enemy. Section 5. Echoes of 1918, Lessons Learned and the Future of Pandemics. The 1918 influenza pandemic serves as a stark reminder of the devastating potential of infectious diseases. It highlighted the importance of public health measures such as social distancing, mask wearing, and vaccination in controlling the spread of infectious diseases. The pandemic also underscored the critical need for international cooperation and preparedness in the face of global health threats. The lessons learned from the 1918 pandemic continue to inform our response to pandemics today. We have a greater understanding of the importance of early detection, rapid response, and global collaboration in combating infectious diseases. However, the 1918 pandemic also serves as a cautionary tale, reminding us that we must remain vigilant and prepared for the emergence of new and deadly pathogens.